Hey, what's going on YouTube? It looks like the dollar popped over resistance today. Today's Tuesday, so beginning of the week looks like it might run the rest of the week. 4 weeks straight below the 34 SMA on the weekly, and just kindly popped over today. Nothing else to show, but it finally went bullish across the 34 SMA, which we were waiting for, but still coming into resistance. Previous lows, previous highs. Looks like 98, between 97 and 98 is good resistance level. More so about 97.30 when it starts to hit previous lows. So we'll see what happens, but bullish on the dollar. There you go. And for a month, you can see the bullish now as it's popping over previous highs. So there we go. On a monthly, the EMA 8 never crossed over the 13. So it looks bullish as we're staying above previous highs, using that as our support, running up to the next previous highs is around 98. So let's see if we can get a dollar out of this before we decide where we're going to go from there. But it finally broke out. 10-year yield looks like it popped to 160, came back into support. You can see the reverse head and shoulders. Not sure if it's going to pop below, create a larger right shoulder, but you can see going into resistance up into 160. Look for a flat top break as it's come down into support. Might go sideways for a little while, but look for a previous high break at 160. Great buys when you buy into support as well, so keep an eye on that. For the week, sure, it's got a lot of work to do still, but you can see the bullishness of the 2-bar pattern. Still got to get above previous lows, the EMA 13, which will bring this all the way up to near 180. So into previous lows, into previous low as resistance. So it's got to pop that 160 to keep going. Otherwise, right now it's being stopped. For a month, it's still in dire straits. Looks like we've got a sort of a reversal candle so far on the month, but look for previous low breaks at 140 and then the range at 160. A lot of work to do on a monthly. Not out of the woods yet, but looks good on the daily and weekly. S&P, looks like today we put in a nice reversal bar. That's a hanging man. So see what comes out of it, but we are making this tiny little pattern so far as we just broke out. We got an uptrend and a downtrend, so you got to look like a high flyer pennant. Watch for previous high breaks, but right now got a hanging man, but it's got to close below previous lows, and it's got to confirm bearishness below the EMA 8. On a weekly, still looks bullish. Hasn't broken down from the previous break at 2120. Could come down all the way down back into support and bounce, but right now it's still in a bullish mode. Deutsche Bank, looks like we had a a couple runs there, gap and run, got stopped out, and today we gapped under support, making it resistance now, as breaking into previous lows is going to cause a little bit of trouble and struggle. But that's just the daily. You also notice that the EMA 8 did not cross over the EMA 13 either. So look out below here. It looked like we had a gap all the way down from the open, so it doesn't look good. For the week, it just looks like a little bearish retracement back into resistance, and then it backed off. So here we're working with now a double top, well below previous lows. Does not look good for the future. Anything could happen, but right now it's bearish. Germany, 10-year, same thing. It gapped over the 34, back into support. Look for a run above 0. A little flat top break into previous lows, which is about 10 cents. Very bad looking chart. That's just the daily. Going for a weekly. Same thing, we kind of got a bullish 2-bar pattern, but right now as we speak we've got pushback from breaking into previous lows, which are these lows and these lows. So we've got a lot of resistance on the way up, but we do have a bullish 2-bar pattern from last week. Lots of work to do. V-bottoms usually never work out, so maybe a punch into resistance, make an opposing point, and then back across into previous lows. It's got to gain some momentum. Right now we're being stopped out. Monthly, let's see, German bond on a monthly does not look good, well below 0. Closing below 0 for the month, it's going to be nasty. I'm not sure if there's any cure for this one. Anything could happen. Crude, looks like we came down a little bit today, but looks like a bunch of bearish retracements after it broke down. So it broke down, bearish retracement, broke down, bearish retracement, broke down, bearish retracement, and closed down. Looks bearish from here. Looking at the weekly, I think that we're going to go down, or potentially to 40, which is our support. But could be just a stair step and then a bullish move in a few. But right now it probably take a few weeks to get back down to 40. So anything can happen between now and then, but right now it looks like a bullish retracement back into support on a weekly chart. For the week, or for the month, it looks like we crossed over resistance and now we're bouncing back in. So see if it'll hold. Got lots of support over here. Watch a break of this candle if it goes on the upside. So $50 break above this reversal bar. That would be a nice chance. And that is actually at $49.50, the top of that candle. Let's jump to gold. I think this is a 60-minute chart, but I wanted to write that pattern in. I got first point, first opposing point, and then the first point, first opposing point. So we're in back and forth, a couple whipsaws here and there. So we broke out, came back into support, came back, but now we're back again. Look for a break of 1334, 1334 and a half, this double top. Looks like we broke out of the pattern. So now, right now, we're doing a bullish retracement, and then watch a flat top break. Hasn't happened yet, but looks bullish on a 60-minute chart. 5 hours. You can see the longer term. You can see like kind of the stair stepping going on, and then the consolidation off to the side. Let's see here. So there you go. You can see the pattern, and the price was in a pinch. Longer term, it doesn't look like it broke out yet, but look for previous high breaks, 1334, 1335, so on and so forth, as it breaks into previous lows, and try to pop this previous high over the 34. Should be pretty nice. Now gold is different than silver because silver just broke out and is lagging gold. So gold already broke out, silver breaks out next, and gold is doing its second consolidation, where silver is doing its first consolidation. I don't know if this is making any sense, but silver's lagging, and in my opinion, gold is much stronger, as it broke out once, broke out twice, and now it's coming back into support. Over time, support will reach price somewhere, and that would be our signal on a weekly chart to buy in or sell out if price wants to break down. So you never know what's going to happen. On a monthly, of course, working with a very nasty falling star so far for the month. And let's see, we're going to make sure we don't close with that. So we got a couple weeks, nothing to worry about. But right now we got a falling star on a monthly chart. Which, in my opinion, on a monthly chart, since we got 2 weeks left, this was a breakout and then a bullish retracement all the way back into support. It's got a little leeway, but all the way back into support. Find that support and buy in, and wait for it to turn around. Look for those reversal bars on the daily. See if we can find anything. There's a reversal bar. There's a reversal bar. Got higher lows. Look for price to pop above resistance, previous lows, and gather its legs in and around 1340. See if we can get up there by the end of the week. See if we can get a little pop and get above 1356, 1355, and around there. Close above on a week, above previous highs. So point being, gold looks like a great consolidation. You can see on a daily that U coming in. It's a bullish U. There's no stair step in. Well, actually, stair steps are bullish too, but nothing's falling apart. This is very controlled. It's going to have a U, and price is going to pop again, looks like. So pay attention on that. Nice U after the breakout. For the month again, let's make sure that we don't close with that falling star. Silver, on the other hand, I'm just not sure yet if silver is going to make a churn or not because of the top on the daily. Actually, on the daily, I think it didn't close very nicely. So we have a falling or a hanging man right here. Look for previous low breaks and brace yourself, as 1850 was the major support line on the long-term chart. Could go all the way back to 18, you never know. Hopefully it'll bounce above the SMA 34, which is in and around 19. But again, this could take weeks to happen, and unless price breaks out and comes back into support, I can't really recommend silver right now, because it's a wait and see kind of situation. You can tell much better on the longer term charts how top heavy this is. That's why you should stay away from day trading. You can see the extension bar, you can see the momentum lost here, and then more momentum is lost here. And support's all the way down to 19, a whole dollar away. So hopefully it can hold and go sideways, consolidate through time as price, the EMA and price will meet finally. But we're just not there yet. Pretty hard to tell anybody, yeah, buy silver right now. It's just not going to happen until we find out where price is going to end up, make a reversal bar, bounce, and hold support. So that's my take. That's why I was cautious. Gold, after a couple days, looks a lot better. Looks like it wants to move up, whereas silver needs to consolidate. Anything could happen. Look at copper. Looks like copper wants to break out this weekly chart. We're following this from back here, reverse head and shoulders, had a pop but didn't hold. Came back across, didn't hold. Reversal bar in the middle there, came all the way down, broke previous lows, but then popped right back in. Right above the SMA 34, then you can see the bullish retracement. That was your best buy right there at 2127. And now it looks like it wants to break a flat top break on a weekly chart. Looks very good. The monthly copper still needs a lot of work to do, but that weekly chart sure is shaping up. You can see now that flat top break is going to break previous lows for the EMA 8 and 13, and that flat top break is going to carry it, looks like, into let's say 50% of this candle, which is breaking into previous lows. Looks like $2.50. So we got a 24-cent run here coming, looks like. GDX, it's kind of wait and see whether it wants to break the top pattern or the bottom. Looks like momentum is churning. It might have to pop down for a little bit. Don't know if it wants to come all the way down and fill that gap. Not sure yet, but be mindful of the overall market in the GDX. GDX is like 80% of the three biggest mining companies. So there's a lot of good sentiment there, but all these junior miners, all these penny miners, these pink stocks, these foreign Canadian stocks, it's not going to be following the GDX too well. So GDXJ, on the other hand, looks a little bit worse today. Still above support. Don't know if it's going to break down or not. But it's got a huge rounding top. So just be mindful of that. Those are bearish patterns. That's a daily chart. Weekly chart, same thing. You got a spinning top, and then look for previous low break, as that spinning top could signal the top. And we got support at 44.55, right around there. So look for that. Looks like some of these stocks, or mining stocks, have been stopped out. And it needs to gather their legs, make a reversal bar somewhere in here, and then come back around. But that's if that's confirmed, it's a spinning top, and you can see on the daily how that spinning top works out. Makes that nice rounding top. There you go. One stock I forgot to cover the last round, and I don't think he's having any trouble since then, because it's gone straight up. GSS. I think that it was purchased. Not sure when you purchased it, but it looks like you were in and around here, that flat top break, and it carried it all the way up. Be careful for tomorrow, as that is a reversal bar. Almost a classic falling star, but the price action, it's not exactly a falling star, but the price action is a top and closed all the way down. The only thing that is not good is, or doesn't make it a falling star, is that wick. So, in other words, it has a little bit of support left before it falls apart. But be careful, as that is a exhaustion move, and then a sell back in. So there you go. I was thinking it was going to get all the way up for the week, though. It still looks bullish. Just be careful on the daily chart. But you're coming into resistance up here as well. I figured it would have got up to $1.20 into the previous lows, but being that it got stopped out, made an exhaustion move on the daily, might consider edging out. I like to edge out on the 60-minute, and it's still holding on the 60-minute EMA 8. So if you're thinking about selling, that's probably a good spot on the 60-minute chart to make sure that you're still in above the EMA 8. Anything close above below the EMA 8, you might consider edging out, as daily has made that exhaustion move. But pretty nice flat top break. Took a ride. Use $1 as your support if you do sell out. Use the previous high as your support. Use the dollar as an emotional spot on the chart as your support. Use the previous highs as your support. You got a gap here that you can use as support. Whole bunch of support on the way down. But depends on your tolerance. Depends on how much money you have in there. Depends on a lot of things. You might want to take the win and pocket all the change. But you never know. It could just turn around tomorrow, because that's not a legitimate falling star. It's above the gap, which is your support at 106. So a lot of things going on, but you are on a long-term chart breaking into previous lows, which is a sign of resistance. So you are in these previous lows here. If it wants to break again, you got previous lows up to 150. There you go. That's all I got today, guys. Thank you very much. Appreciate everyone's donations. All the comments are great, and keep your heads on straight. Just don't know where silver's going, but gold has got a nice U consolidation. Watch for a break on gold. I'll see ya.